Hey, how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Man, it's your guy, Jesus Hawthorne. Some of y'all know me by Mr. MUB, man, Mr. Make You Better. And if you're watching this video, it's because you went and opt into the www.makeyoubetterfinancialgroup.com website, man. And I really appreciate you for joining me at this time. So what I'm going to be covering right now is the presentation of the company that comes with all the opportunity and all the tools and the mentorship that you heard me discussing in the previous video, which I shared my testimony. So give me a quick second. Let me go ahead and let you know what is the name of this opportunity. All right. Now, the name of this opportunity is called myEcon. It's a personal financial success company, right? And the name myEcon by default is an acronym. It stands for My Economy because it teaches you how to take control of your own personal economy. So it doesn't matter exactly what's going on with the global economy or even the nation's economy. Once you got full control of your own personal economy, you are able to overcome a lot of obstacles that may come your way. Now, when we're talking about personal, give you a quick breakdown of the company itself, right? All right, now this company is 15 years old. It's 100% debt-free. It's technology-driven. You heard my testimony when I was telling you how I was able to run and operate my business when I was in Afghanistan, when I was in Korea, via cell phone and laptop. So you can see it has technology-driven. All right, it's based in Atlanta, GA, and here's the most important part. It has cash flowed over $500 million out to its associates. And once I start showing you the compensation plan, it's really going to blow your mind because this is the absolute truth. So $500 million, that isn't what the company is worth. That's how much they have paid out to the associates, okay? Now, when we talk about personal financial success, we do understand that everybody got two major objectives in life, man. People get up and they go to work to create an income to sustain their current lifestyle. Whether you want a bigger house, a nicer car, whether if you like to travel across the world and you just like to vacation a lot, but the end point is that everybody should be trying to seek retirement. And for you to get retirement, you got to have an income producing asset that's going to generate income for you to live on, because as long as you're alive, you're going to need income. All right. Now, we realize that America is what? It's a capitalistic society, and unfortunately, there's a stereotype where you hear this all the time, or more or less like a generalization, where the rich will keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. Now, the reason why is that because most rich people, they have access to some powerful strategies that most people don't know about, and one of the things with these strategies, it gives them certain benefits and privileges that the average person do not have, right? So we do understand that most people in America, they want more cash flow, but they also need smarter financial strategies. Now, with that being said, is America operates on two economic systems. You have the business owners and the investors who actually operate on one system, and then you have the common employee who operates on another. Now, do understand that being a business owner and investor, you're going to have benefits and privileges that most people do not have. One of the key things is once you become a business owner, you have like over 475 different tax deductions that an employee just don't have. And you'd be surprised that a lot of these deductions actually kind of rose in what we like to call your personal lifestyle. It's just now you're able to write them off because you can say that you was using them for business purposes, right? So this is what we mean by membership has its privileges. And the first thing we recommend for anybody to do is to go ahead and get their income shifting membership, because it's going to give you access, direct access. As soon as your application get processed in, you now have direct access to a lot of those business deductions. Now, another key point about that is everything you're going to receive inside your income shifting membership, and I'm going to discuss that a little bit later. But one of the key things is if you are an employee and an employee alone, now get this understood, there's nothing wrong with having a job, but if you have a job alone, we believe there's something wrong with that, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit later. And one of the main things is about that is somebody's able to dictate exactly how much money you're worth. You know, whatever company that you're working with, you operate within a salary cap. No matter how hard you work, there's only going to be so much that's going to be available to pay you. Right? But when you open up a business, guess what? You can earn as much money as you are able to grow your business. So you can scale it to whatever heights it is. So that kind of goes with my slogan that's on my t-shirt right now. Man, rich is an option, man, and broke is a choice. Because a lot of times if people are not meeting their financial goals, it's probably because of something that either they don't know or that they're not doing. But guess what? With the type of leadership and mentorship that we're going to provide over here with the tools, man, we're going to help you reach whatever your personal financial goals are. Now, what comes inside our membership? Now, the first things is we actually educate you and train you on how to give yourself a $200 to $800 a month pay raise on your job without asking your boss. Majority of the time, this income comes when we educate you on how to fill out the W-4 form correctly. Most people have never heard of the W-4 form, and they definitely have it filled out incorrectly. Once we show you how to fill out that form correctly, you will stop giving the government an interest-free loan, and you're going to give yourself a monthly pay increase. Now, you also will get access to the cash flow manager. We like to call this the IRS audit-proof software system. Why? Because now you're going to be able to write off your lifestyle. Remember I was talking about those 475 different tax deductions? You now got a software that's going to help you put those deductions in the proper category. So when the end of the year comes, you're going to have all your tax deductions in the right file, and then you can just send it off to your tax preparer and then commit to writing off your lifestyle legally, ethically, and morally. Now, because you're increasing your cash flow, especially when you start sharing this information, because you can see by default, this is an excellent business to get referrals in, right? Then we recommend to take some of their income and start eliminating debt, because once you start eliminating debt, you then will increase your cash flow. So imagine when you pay off a couple of credit cards that was maybe costing you $200 a month. Once you pay off that balance of that credit card, now you have positive cash flow, an additional $200 a month. Then we're going to give you access to the My Credit system. This is a 26-step, 10-video module that comes with the PDF files that will teach and educate you on how to fix and repair your credit yourself. That's right, man. Me personally, I've used it. It has boosted my credit score by like 130 points on a lot of information that I did not know. So I didn't have to pay quote unquote credit repair specialist. Guess what? I became the credit repair specialist myself by using some of these using the training that came inside the course. Then once you don't fix your credit, right, now you are able to refinance things. And the things that you're refinancing is going to be at a lower monthly that will actually increase your cash flow. So now you got more additional cash that you can snowball into your investments. Now, speaking of investments, we have a 2-hour, 48-minute course that actually educates you on the terminology, on how certain investments and stuff work, along with actually showing you on how to open up your own brokerage account with some of the best investment firms that the United States has to offer. I mean, a lot of these firms has been around for like over 100+ years. So we don't tell you what to invest in, but we definitely going to show you what a good investment look like. So that way you can put yourself in a position where you can earn 10%, 15%, 25% of annual rates of return on an investments, just like the banks. Now, you heard a lot of this great information that I just shared, right? You can see by default how anybody who's in the workforce, why they need this opportunity, not just want. This is stuff that people actually will need. Now, we got 2 lanes on how people actually grow their business, because remember, when you fill out an application, you did open up a business. You'll be operating off of a 1099. Now, we don't tell people how fast to grow their business, as long as you are diligently moving along, you know what I'm saying, especially keeping up with your business deductions. At the end of the year, you definitely can file your taxes as a business owner. But let me show you what happens, if you decide to share this information at a fast rate. All right, so remember I told you it's a $29.95 product. Guess what? The company's actually paying you $25 on all your personal enrollees. So every time somebody fill out your application, you can get $25. So now, since you're building a business, so there's going to be other people within your organization. They're going to start building their business too. But guess what? When they filled out your application, they opened up their own business. So when they start growing their business, you can earn up to $7 team enrollees. And this is what we talk about: leverage income, not linear income. You're actually going to be making money with other people off of their efforts also. And then one of the best plays is the payout. Off of a $35.95 a month product, a membership, you can earn up to $8 of that money that's getting upfront. So this is what we're talking about. Well, myEcon is actually paying out, considerably. And so just to kind of give you a visual. Now understand, this ain't about just sales. Remember, man, strategy trumps sales. This is going to happen by default. Once you start taking control of your own personal finances, and then you start sharing exactly what it is that you're doing. You start sharing testimonies, and you start plugging into the leadership and the training that we actually have available. This is how you can grow you a great business. Now, we have people who operate in the fast track, and then we have people who want to take their time with it, and it really doesn't matter which one you select. Just let me show you how you will be compensated when you grow. All right. So let's say you bring in 10 people a week, you start making $250 a week. And when you hit the mark, what I mean by mark, once again, you can get this done in a month, month and a half. You know, you start bringing in 500 people into this opportunity. And what I mean is, this is not 500 people directly. This could be, you know, leverage income throughout your whole organization. You earn an additional $3,500 a month by having 500 active associates, right? And those associates is really no more than customers. So like 500 customers who actually are part of your organization, you start earning $3,500 a month. Wow, you know, that's pretty significant. Imagine having that money going directly to your investments or start eliminating debt. Now, how would that really position your household financially, right? So people gonna want to know within your organization, what did you do to reach that mark? So when you start coaching, mentoring, and training and educating people on exactly what it is that you did to reach that mark, and you start helping them, you start training down and helping them, guess what happens by default? That means that you start having like 50 people joining your organization weekly, and then you start making $1,250 weekly. And then when you hit the mark of 2,500, you'll start earning about $20,000 of monthly residual. Now ask yourself, how many people did you notice in the workforce that actually earn $20,000 a month? Now understand, we're showing people how to earn this without having to go and go to college and put themselves in hundreds of $1,000s worth of debt. You know, this is a great opportunity, right? Because we already know there's like over 101 million people who got less than excellent credit, right? So you just by educating people how to improve their credit, giving them a pay raise, and teaching them how to invest, you know, building a business that's going to pay you outstanding residual. You start making $20,000 a month. Now, once you hit that mark, once again, you're going to have an internal circle. People want to know, man, what is it that you're doing to hit that mark? You start educating, you start training down to your associates what they need to be doing to hit these marks, showing them exactly what it is that you did. So as they start trying to hit their $20,000 a mark, your organization start growing by 250. You start making $6,250 a week. Then when you hit the mark of 12,500 people within your organization, according to the compensation plan, you'll be making $100,000 a month. Literally, you'll be making professional athlete type money from a financial education platform. So when you hear a lot of teachers and educators, they're saying like, man, you know what, they don't get paid enough to do what they do. But guess what? What if they took that skill set that they currently have and use this platform and using this payout? I believe they definitely will be will be compensated a whole lot better than what they currently being compensated, right? We're talking about $1.2 million a year just by growing a small business, 12,500 worth of associates and customers. And then you can earn like $50 on your personal retail sales, because we have some excellent products that's a part of this company that you'll see on your website. And then you can earn 25% on your team retail sales. So when you got an organization this size, you earn 25% off of what everybody else do. And once again, we're talking about that compounding effect, right? You start earning 25% of what they do, man, that's some outstanding leverage income. So let me show you what you're going to get when you sign up today. Once again, you're going to be able to write off your lifestyle. You're going to show you the training with the tax withholding. You're going to get access to the cash flow manager app, the IRS audit-proof software system. You also will get access to the cash flow strategist. This is the program that most financial advisors use to help you get your permanent retirement date. So you need to understand exactly what is the goal that you're working towards so you can be permanently retired, right? Then you're going to get the My Credit System. You're going to go through a course that's going to make you a credit repair expert. You're going to be an expert once you get through with this course. Then the 2 hour and 48 minutes of investment education, so you can learn how to invest wholesale instead of retail. Now, what's so special is the value. There's a difference between a cost and value. Now, with everything I just expressed to you today, you can see, you know, like the average associate normally writes off about $25,000 a year, some way more than that. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the testimonies on YouTube, right? But the average associate normally writes off about $25,000 a year. Now, you know, $1,000 to be able to write off, you know, $25,000, most people consider that an excellent and a fair trade, hands down, right? But guess what? The company was like, we're not even charging that much. We're not charging 1,000, 500, 300, 200. Matter of fact, you know, $99.95, man, that's a deal. That's an excellent deal because we're trying to get this in everybody's hands, right? Then it'd be $34.95, no auto ship, but just the monthly fee to maintain your personal website. But guess what? We're going to take it a step further. They done knocked off 70% off of that. It only costs $29.95 for you to join right now. And guess what? The whole thing is tax deductible. So at the end of the year, the government is actually picking up the bill. So you can see how this is actually a government-funded, recession-proof opportunity that everybody in America needs to take advantage of, man. So what I need you to do is I need you to go ahead and click that link, the link below to actually get started. What you don't need to do, you do not have to purchase the $24.95 book because all the information is going to come on your personal website. And unless you prefer having a hard leather-bound book, and it's a nice looking book, y'all. So, but if you, and I know most people in this the daytime, you know, they're good with the electronic documents. Like I said, all the information's on PDF files inside your back office. But if you prefer having a nice book to kind of come thumb through, you definitely could purchase it. It costs $24.95. Put your initials there, but it's not mandatory. Appreciate you jumping on, and I hope this was some excellent content. Let's go ahead and get you inside, man. Click that link below, and so you can fill out your application, and then we can start your quick start orientation, man. It's your guy, Jesus Hawthorne. Some of y'all know me by Mr. MUB, man, Mr. Make You Better. All I do is provide financial education along with an opportunity that will do nothing but make you better. Welcome to the team.